Nice shot.
As the viewer sees it, golf on TV and in the media is advertised in a very special way. There's a sense of importance, urgency, anticipation, and excitement. But for those who don't know it very well, they probably envision something like this. He's in position behind the ball. Gets down, checking his read. This is a very important putt. Stands over the ball. And the stroke. He missed. And if you tried it a couple times, this is probably all you remember. And then your friends who play golf always seem to way over-exaggerate how exciting it really is.
Aw, dude, you should have been there. It was pouring rain. The pavement was soaked, and we were coming down from the top of this huge hill.
Oh my god, it's so steep.
Oh my god,
Oh, we're not gonna make it.
we're gonna flip.
The brakes aren't working.
What do you mean the brakes don't work?
Oh, the brakes aren't working so good.
Turn a little more.
With all these common assumptions and stereotypes about golf aside, the fact still remains that there are 29 million golfers in the US alone. So we've come out to Kleinburg, play some golf for ourselves. We visited Nobleton Lakes Golf Club, as well as Copper Creek. Get our feet wet, but hopefully not literally. We want to find out firsthand at least a few reasons why golf is simply so enjoyable. While driving into the course, one can't help but be impressed by the cleanly paved driveway, the beautiful landscape, and the course surrounding it. A real sense of prestige overwhelms you as you approach the castle-like clubhouse. You start to feel like you are definitely somewhere special. With the sun setting and rain close behind, we loaded up the cart and headed out to the first tee. Today I'm playing with Jessica. Not the most experienced golfer, but in every way, a weekend warrior. We played a full round, and we hit some great shots. And, well, some not so great shots. I waited till the end of the round to ask her the age-old question. So if someone were to ask you, what is your favorite part about golf? Why do you come out here every single weekend? What would you say?
Say the nature and the environment. Every place is different and it's beautiful. Different colors of the trees, the grass is beautiful. It's amazing.
While playing, it's very easy to get caught up in the score. But for those who can appreciate it, golf is filled with beauty and wonderment. A type rarely found in other sporting activities.
We got ourselves a hawk here. Are hawks dangerous? Is this a bad idea what I'm doing? Look how big it is. It's so majestic.
Okay, so golf is beautiful, golf is pretty. But We haven't got into why it's fun yet. For this, I contacted an old friend living in the dead center of the US, Kansas. He's a golf pro now at Gardiner Golf Course. I figured it was time to get a pro's opinion on the matter. So I fired up Skype, asked him if he was available, and it's time to ask the big question. Hey man, how you been?
I've been pretty good. How have you been?
I've been good too. I was wondering if you could answer a big question about golf.
Hit me up with anything you've got.
What would you say is the best part about golf?
So, it's an individual sport, something you can enjoy. It's great. It's a sport you can play with all ages and skill levels. The course is always changing, difficulties are dynamic. There's really nothing like golf.
What other sport can you play all on your own? There's no need for big teams. But you can still play with anyone, young or old, grandfather, grandson, kid, spouse. Anyone can play this sport. Or you can play against yourself and truly track your improvement. I shot 41 today on the front. That's my best score ever. Or for a competitive edge, the handicap system takes players of all skill levels and matches them equal. So it's always a great game on a fair field. And speaking of the field, that's always changing too. In no other sport does the field change as much as golf. Every time you go to a new course, it's a new layout, there are new goals, there are new objectives, there are new difficulties. And then there's that moment. That moment that defines the practice, the effort, the day, the year. It comes down to a battle, not on the turf, but within oneself. The burden of truly understanding the full magnitude of a moment. To feel the pressure, accept that pressure, and perform alongside it. For all the reasons of golf's greatness, the answers are out there on the field. These are just the ones we found. It can be boring, and it can be frustrating, but it is so much more.